I'm not sure what our page is looking like right now, whether I need to update stock or anything like that, but um, we've got eggs. You guys need them. And the nice thing about eggs is that there's so many ways to preserve them. So if you are someone that has gotten into chicken farming and you are trying to figure out what to do with all these spring eggs, the best thing that I think to do, the different ways that we've done them so far, is to freeze dry them. Most people don't have a freeze dryer. I don't have a freeze dryer, but I work within a community of growers and homesteaders. Unfortunately, there exists that option, and it is an option for me. But you could also dehydrate them. They reconstitute a little bit differently that way. The next best option is, for me, is freezing. That does well. And I honestly think the best way, like 100%, is to just go ahead and cook them up into pre-made meals and breakfasts and just freeze them. I love to make sausage and egg burritos for the family, and I'll just make mine with just like some onions and eggs or cheese, and just put those in the refrigerator for the week. I've frozen them before. They cook up really nicely in like a air fryer or oven. You just take them out the night before if you know you're going to be eating one for breakfast the next day, and you can just pop it in the microwave. So many options. There is one that I've tasted, but I've not done myself. A friend did it, and it's where you basically take the yolk and you put it in like a bunch of salt. So you're preserving it in salt, and it turns the yolk into almost like this block of cheese, right? And I would not do this with store-bought eggs personally, just because all of the outbreaks and stuff that keep happening, it's just so scary. But with our eggs, I'm gonna do it soon, and if I do, I'll make a video for you guys. But basically, it turns into like a soft block, like a block of cheese almost, and you can just take that and you can shred it over salad. I mean, you can add it to a dish or something for like extra nutrition or protein. And someone like me that doesn't eat meat, it's really a really good option for like a salad or something. So, oh, that's another thing we like to do too. We like to take our eggs and use them for, I'll boil a bunch of them. So I'll put like the smaller ones aside, and then I'll take them and boil them. Usually save them up for a while. Usually use Blue's eggs because they peel really easily. Blue is our Andalusian Blue, and she's the only one that lays white eggs. And we have Silkies that lay cream eggs, but Blue is the only one that lays a completely white egg, and it's small like her. But those do really good to be boiled. I just put it in the refrigerator for like a quick snack, quick in between coffee and breakfast brunch type thing. Also, they're really good for pickling. Never pickle your own eggs. It is so fun to do. The difficult thing about it with fresh eggs is peeling them properly. So you may want to leave your fresh eggs out for, I don't know, say a couple of weeks, maybe 2 weeks, to get a good chance, I should say. Unless you've got that tried and true technique that works for you when it comes to peeling. I personally don't. It's one of those things where it's hit and miss, and if I do get a bunch of them that are, yep, let's play that back.
That guy right there, he is the reason, among others, that we cannot free range our chickens. He visits very regularly and is always looking for a free meal. Ugh.
Peeled very nicely. I make a big deal about it because like it is such a big deal for me. Same thing with a good avocado. Like these are those rare moment finds. So yeah. Okay, here's one of our this looks like one of the silky eggs here because yeah, it's, oh no, it's just a dirty, we got all that rain and the eggs are pretty muddy. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this washout here. But yeah, what did I say? We talked about freeze drying, dehydrating. We talked about using the salt. There's a real name for that. I'll pop it up in the video. We talked about, did we talk about freezing? Some people will freeze their eggs in like ice cube trays or whatever. I don't like the way frozen eggs cook up, but if you're using them in a like cornbread or a cake or, you know, baking or whatever where texture is not an issue, it'll be fine. It won't be a concern. But texture is an issue for you. You may not want to use those eggs. It's just weird. I think it's the extra water that causes the texture to be off a little bit, and probably some of those cells bursting from freezing. Another technique that we've not tried, which, let me try that. Like, I'm behind on a lot of this stuff. Like, all over YouTube, there's all these videos. There's not a lot of, you know, anything new under the sun, as the scriptures say. But, oh, that's a pretty one. Look at that one. I hope it's focusing. It's speckled. I love the speckles. So yeah, there's not a whole lot of new stuff out there, but it's new to me, and it's exciting to try because you really don't know when it comes to doing these things what technique works best for you unless you try different techniques. And so, I mean, if you come across one and you're like, okay, this is just what I want to do, so I'm not moving.
Y'all, I did not realize my camera was in the direct sun. It got hot and it said no. So we went and sat out into the yard under the shade of the lemon trees and finished up with my dear friend Brady. Thanks for watching this little impromptu video about egg preservation, and hope it gave you some ideas about how you can potentially save your harvest. And we will catch you in the next video. Go grow.